You're not lost. You're in the right place. This is the Solomon Project, where it's not how much you make, it's how much you keep that counts. I'm your host, Richard Burns. While participating in a live that Curtis York had going on, I had asked Curtis on his opinion as to whether or not I should keep a particular part of a previous channel's segment, Whip It Out Wednesday. Another participant of the live or another viewer of the live was curious to know, what was I whipping out? I'll show you. Okay, so this is what I was whipping out every Wednesday. This beautiful this beautiful thing that you see here is what I was whipping out on Wednesdays. This um, along with AJ's Schwab account. To me, personally, and by the way, this is all fake, but this appearance to me, is absolutely ridiculous. But when I was growing up, and apparently it's still a thing now, how people, young men especially, they aspire to want to own and wear this kind of attire. And I guess you can classify all this stuff as a status symbol. Again, I just think it's absolutely ridiculous, unnecessary, but very popular. Very popular. And so what happens? I got flies fighting inside the truck. So what exactly happened? So I guess one day I just decided to wear this as a theme every Wednesday, as ridiculous as it is to me. And I'm trying to I'm trying to project the fact that I think overall this is ridiculous. And I'm mixing something ridiculous with something as practical as investing, using your spare money, or using an increase in your pay to set some of that money aside so you can invest, as opposed to expanding the amount of money that you spend, and for a brief period of time. So I guess you can call it a dichotomy. I thought it was funny. I think it's so ridiculous. I think it's comical. I think it's funny for anybody to want to aspire to buy jewelry in excess and just walk around to give the claim that you made it big. So this is the infamous Whip It Out Wednesday apparel. For those who are curious to know. Whoa. This guy just set his brakes and blew everything up. Now my question to you is, what do you guys think? Should I continue whipping it out on Wednesday with the apparel you see here? Oh, wait. I got a vital piece of the puzzle. Can't forget the headgear. I had another one with the gold in the front. That was really, I guess that would have really taken me over the top. But the way it is here, the way it is now, this guy's gonna swap out trailers. Okay. I gotta let him know that I need my load bars. Those are the bars that you secure the cargo with. I have two load bars there. Can you put them on the floor on the side? Yeah.
I'm not taking this.
Oh, you're not?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm just checking.
Oh, okay. No, we're good. He's not going to take the trailer, so I have some load bars, right? So load bars are used to secure the load. Sometimes when the Department of Transportation has an inspector and they want to look inside to see what you have for a load, they also want to make sure that you have load bars or load straps to make sure that your load is secure. They don't want things shifting around, maybe pushing up against the door, potentially breaking the door and sliding on out into the highway while you're driving. But those are my load bars. So I want to make sure that if this guy's going to swap and take this trailer that I was using, I want to make sure that he doesn't take my load bars, because they're not cheap. They cost way more than what I have around my neck and my hands right now, okay? Which I want to say, let me see, all this gear right here, I think cost me about, in total, including the cost of fuel to get to the locations to purchase this stuff, I want to say a total of $72. And that's including taxes. I thought also that the mechanic had snatched up some of these chains, but it turns out that I had put it away somewhere in the truck where I even forgot where it was. So I got a lot more bling on now than I used to wear for Whip It Out Wednesday. And I got the fancy headgear too. Got another one there, but it doesn't look as good as this. So what do you guys think? Should I continue the tradition of Whip It Out Wednesday? Well, while we're at it, now that we're here, I mean, it's Tuesday, but we're going to act like it's Wednesday and we're going to whip it out. Oh, wow. So here we go. Let's start off with the positions. So let's take a look and see where AJ is at. And right now, AJ's the total amount that his account is valued at, is $1,742. That's down by about $101. But that's what really happens with these accounts. This ain't this phony account, or these accounts that only show when there are gains and when there are no losses, or when there's no shrinkage of the value. This is not that kind of party. This is the real deal. This is what you can expect in a real account. And it's important that, well, it's more important than anything that you learn to control your emotions when it comes to participating in the stock market. There are plenty of content creators that teach you all kinds of strategies, all kinds of things associated with buying, selling, options, forex. And I'm going to remind you, none of that matters. None of it matters if you can't control your emotions. Absolutely none of it matters. Not only does it not matter, but also it's all about discipline and consistency. There's nothing else. There are no shortcuts. If for 1 second you've been surfing the web, if you've been surfing YouTube for that quick fix, or that speedy path, there's no speedy path. You're going to get hurt. I'm letting you know right now. You're going to get hurt. There might be a moment where you see an increase, a rapid increase in the value of your account. But eventually you will see your account shrink deeply, and shrink quickly. And that's the side of investing that a lot of gurus do not want to show you. They neglect to show you. Here's the most important part of this particular portfolio. Why is this particular part so important? This portfolio is composed of dividend-paying stocks. And because they're dividend-paying stocks, they are providing income. Last time I showed you the income, it was at 111. Today it's at 112. Friday is going to be higher. Remember, every week it gets higher. It gets higher because we're purchasing more stocks that pay dividends. For now, I've had about 7 different corporations. These are not ETFs. These are not funds. These are stocks that are selected. I want to take you over to the gains and loss. And here you can clearly see that I have an unrealized loss of $101.22. Now, the one that's creating the biggest unrealized loss is the corporation on the bottom. And that corporation, let me see if I isolated the price of it. Right, so on the positions tab, you can see that the current price is $15.92. And when I go to the gains and loss, I paid an average of $20.81. So the current price is $4.90 below the average price that I paid. So I'm going to continue to dollar cost average and target that particular corporation and their shares. I'm doing this because I have faith in this corporation. I'm not under the impression that this corporation is going to be filing for bankruptcy or disappearing. So right now I have 53 shares of this corporation. And where I'll potentially stop is at 100 shares if I'm still experiencing an unrealized loss. So whether I experience an unrealized loss or not, I'm going to cap it at 100 shares. It's going to take a while because, remember, it's what's being transferred is $35 a week. So anyone who's making $350 a week, or who's bringing home $350 a week, $35 represents 10% of whatever they're bringing home, which is decent. Again, you can deposit more. It doesn't have to be on a weekly basis, a bi-weekly basis, a monthly basis. It could be one shot whenever you feel most comfortable. However, I am targeting that one corporation. Now let me see. Back to the income. That is the most important thing for this particular portfolio, to increase the income. So by the end of this year, so far, I would have generated $112.12. Not a big deal. First target, get to 2,000. Get to 2,000 as the overall 2,000 for the overall amount that the portfolio is valued at, because that's going to open a couple of doors. And after that, we're going to target this income, and we're going to try to make it so that we can generate in 1 year what we deposit in 1 year at a rate of $35 a week. So with that, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to turn it over to Kitty. But before I turn it over to Kitty, I want to make sure that you guys vote in the comments section. I want you guys to vote and let me know. Whip It Out Wednesdays. Do we transfer it over to this, to this page, to this to the Solomon Project? Do we transfer it over to the Solomon Project? Or let it stay with GTM? Bring it to this channel or leave it in the previous channel? I'll let you guys decide. Kitty has already decided. Kitty? Let's get out of here before we get mugged.
Arabam Dacia, seviyorum çift kalem aça. Göremedi kimseden fayda. İşler
No! Let's go!